Porn is likely killing your love life a lot more than you think. This video is not a fight against porn, as porn could be a good way of bringing novelty to your sex life, or to break the ice and learn to talk about sex and taboo topics. This video is an invitation both for men and women to better tend and grow your relationship. Hello, my name is Valdo Lallemand. I'm a relationship coach. I started The Vibrant Couple 9 months ago to further my purpose of liberating love through connection and playfulness. Today is episode 9 of our new Flirting with Your Wife series. I'm going to talk briefly about what you likely already know about porn. I'm going to talk about what you are likely not knowing or choosing to ignore. I'm going to talk about what really happens with porn intake. I'm going to talk about what you're missing out if or when watching porn. And I'm going to talk about what to do about it. Today, I'm going to be very intentionally black and white. Not that I believe that men should be masculine and women should be feminine, but because porn is very predominantly watched by men. About 3/4 of men watch porn, and a lot less by women, about 1/4. I am making this video to bring more understanding and liberate more love in relationships. If you believe that all the world's problems are because the only thing that men want is sex, please swipe left. Trust you already know that sex is for men's visual entertainment and is made by paid actors who actually don't fuck like that in their own personal love life. That these men are typically chosen for their endowedness, I'm not sure if it's a word, but not for their capacity to be in a relationship to provide and protect for their women. What you likely don't know or choose to ignore is that most women know when their partner watches porn. Of course, they do not know the exact time you watch porn, but they know energetically there is something that is changed in them by your porn use. Porn has many benefits for men. In addition to being entertaining, it also brings an easy source of stress release without having to deal with rejection, without having to deal with one's wife's mood, without having to do the work to get sex. But what really happens is that deep down, it gives a false impression to have sex with a real person, and it reinforces neural patterns typically formed when men were teenagers and they hit to jack off and ejaculate. Porn can easily be a downward spiral because porn leads to ejaculation. Ejaculation leads to a lack of vigor. So I made a video yesterday on vigor, which I recommend you see, in which I talk about vigor being the essential quality that makes men want to be present. Many men do not feel the difference because they have not practiced building their vigor, but their woman does. That loss of vigor invalidates her deep need to be seen and loved and honored and cherished in her deep feminine responsive nature. And as a result of that invalidation, she cannot validate you. You know, the respect you want. But what are you missing out on? Is there an upward spiral? The answer is definitely. And so it is based on the premise, and I'm intentionally saying premise here, that women are deeply sexual beings, that they need to be appreciated, seen, invited, played with. Many women do not know or have forgotten that essential part of their being, their sexual nature. This is where not watching porn comes in. Not watching porn, and of course bonus points, if you have developed ejaculatory choice, leads to building one's vigor. One's vigor gives you that ability to invite your wife. Yes, it is work to invite one's wife. Yes, you have to deal with her moods. Yes, you have to deal with rejection. But once you are able to tap and validate that deep feminine essence of hers, she is going to validate your masculine essence tenfold. Now what? What to do about it? So if you're a man watching this video, I invite you to first stop watching porn, and second, to build your masculine vigor and presence. This is what she really wants. Insist that your sexual relationship is a priority. And so here, I'm not talking about any sex. I'm talking about quality sex. And last but not least, learn to lead her to sex that is truly fulfilling for her. So what if you are a woman watching this video? Some of what I shared with you may have hurt you deeply, but I believe it is important that you invite him to have a conversation about his porn use. But before you do that, it is of utmost importance that you practice having that conversation in a calm manner. I made a video a while back on harsh starts. I believe it might be good for you to watch it, in which I talk about when we are affected by something, we tend to basically attack our partner. And this is very much in a place that you do not want to attack your partner, because so much of porn news is shame-based. During the conversation, become curious about what needs he has that he's meeting with his porn use. Again, this is really important that this is not a conversation about you, but about him, however invalidated you feel by his porn use. This is about him having needs that he's meeting one way. Porn use is only a strategy. That leads to a conversation about finding alternate strategies to meet his sexual needs with you. And of course, find a way to help him, support him in growing his masculine vigor and presence. And of course, if porn use is an addiction for one or both of you in your couple, please seek professional help. The road to a rewarding sexual relationship as a couple is a lot harder than porn, but it is a lot more rewarding. If this video inspired you to examine your porn use or your partner's porn use and find ways to improve your sexual relationship as a couple, please hit the like button below and subscribe so you can be notified when I publish new juicy content. And please pass along to all you believe would benefit. I look forward to seeing you very soon.